Moderation helps everyone feel safe, right? To build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers, choose you can moderate. How can I do that? Set a delay between messages. Learn more, right? How do I do that then? Well, my 2016, 2015. Oh, written by yours truly, Garen. So, right, so I would start with Gematria, right? As I would get the timings, right? Just say it was 12, 12, 12, 21, 21, 12, all different ones, right? For 15, 42, 19, 19, 17, 17, 12, 34. I seen 12, 34 as 1, 2, 3, 4, you've missed it. 21, 42. And then that would come to 882. You divide that by 3, you get 296, right? And then I always seem to get this timing at 2043. And then like obviously I've times that. 20 times 43 is 860. Divide that by 3, 286, right? 0.66666. Right? And then 2034 equals 680. Divide by 3 is 226. And then 22, 484 divided by 3. I don't know what I've done now. 16, 16. 16 times 16 is 256. Divided by 3 is equal 5. 85, sorry. So 321, 3 times 21, 63. So I would do all the timings and that, especially 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, things like that, right? And then I found out, right, the crescent moon is English ordinal, right? Because you get a whole list on the Gematria calculator. It's done by a guy called Derek. I can't remember his name now. I just remember Derek, right? And he used to have the whole calculator, like all the different ciphers there is. There's loads of ciphers, but I just used to pick English ordinal, full reduction, reverse ordinal, and reverse full reduction, right? So for a start, right, the soul is English ordinal 67, right? A 67 is important to me because that's the year I was born, right? Full reduction was 13, reverse ordinal is 41, and reverse full reduction is 23, right? And then it was soul code, and that was English ordinal 93, full reduction 31, reverse ordinal 122, or reverse full reduction, 41. So positive mental attitude, right? So then I went on to crescent, and that was English ordinal 87, full reduction 33, reverse ordinal 129, reverse full reduction 48, right? So that's fine. I sometimes wondered to myself why I was having to do all these maths, because I never done this at school. So anyway, I would times them and add them and all the rest of it. I've done this for months and months and months, years. Then one of the first things I've written in this, right, is Bible. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Equates to the Bible, right? Reset from what was to what is. Most great leaders of the times have wiped the last person's history out to show us as if they started time themselves. Their history, like the 15th century, the great names of history we get to learn about as we grow. Then when we age, we realise that history is a lie. The real history has been hidden from the masses, like the Bible, basic. So there you go. I ended up doing 1812 for some reason. So about satanic. Haley's comment, the prophecy of the Black Sun. Venezuela, Canada, Mexico, South America. So anyway, I was doing all these numbers and all the rest of it, right? And learning things like novissimina. No really there, but nominate feminine singular, nominate neuter plural, accusative neuter plural of novissimus. I think I can't even speak right again. I get that dry. Vocative neuter plural of novices. Novissima. Latin definition for this is objective definitions. 1. Last, rear. 2. Most recent. 3. Utmost. Nearly 60% of all English words are derived from Latin. Right? So English is not a Romance language. It is a core, a German English language, a Germanic language. So I wrote this away back in 2015. This one anyway. The world is your awakening. Healing therapy. Darper's space plane. Dryden's Global Hawks. UAF's environmental monitoring mission. Like keeping track of hurricanes. Global Hawks are super expensive. Between so many millions. Monopoly money. Crazy money. So anyway, this is just some of the stuff. I'm going to Dolores Cannon away back then as well. She was brilliant. This is the 25th of the 8th, 2015. I liked her. Another person was Dag Hammarskjöld, UN, right? He worked for the UN. And he died in the shadiest accident. Just about 1953 to 61, that was when he worked for them, right? And killed to silence him on the uranium and the tin and the copper. Other minerals, 18th of September, 1961, he was heading to negotiate a ceasefire in the Congo. Never made it. So let's see, to find some numbers. I've got loads of stories, like loads and loads and loads. Motor neuron nervous system. The teaching tree. The goddess of the world is nature, Mother Gaia. The reality of the world is particularly in ourselves and all around us. Linear equation. The origin of the name linear comes from the fact such an equation forms a straight line. Linear perspective, a form of perspective in drawing and painting in which parallel lines are represented as converging, so as to give the illusion of depth and distance. Then you've got the vanishing point. A point which parallel lines receding from observers seems to converge. See, I went and done all this, right back to the thing. We had to go right back to the core, because I never done any of this at school. I thought I was clever. I'm not clever. I just one of the dafties that think you can it all, So here we go. Numerology. 2000, I've written about 2003, 9 and 3 here. Numbers have appeared to me for years. Numerology fascinates me. It keeps me, I keep getting 17, 17, 11, 11, 16, 16, 24, 42, 2002 and 18, 18. And loads of others throughout my life. The dates that are now connected to the dates way back in my history. Take it for example, the number 17. I see I have started writing on page 17, right? And my hubby and I got engaged way back the 17th of the 2nd, 1984. David and I moved in. That's David's my youngest son. Oh, hiya. Lovely to meet you. Sorry, I just sit and yap away here. I didn't care what way to put the camera, I didn't have a clue. So I just thought I'll just leave it like that. And just share some of my Jack and Horries. My stories are like, because I write everything, don't I? I've got years and years of diaries as well. But there was one book I wanted to start off with, and that is all about the Gematria, right? And how this is all starting to it as well, because this is when I first started getting into it. Because as I say, I got the numbers for years. You know me, I'm Alison. Sorry, I had to step away from the computer a minute. Yeah. Thank you for coming in. It's lovely to meet you. I hope you're all well. Love to you all. I can't even see much of the moon tonight because of the coverage. It's like as if it's going to snow. Well, you know how I am, Alison. Yeah. I lost your email, lost. Have you changed your name then, Alison? Honestly, I'm not like I'm brutal at even remembering my name now. Honestly, it's terrible. All right, maybe I might something might connect in. It might hit back in, and I might remember. But honestly, my brain is pure mince lately. It really is. It's terrible. Oh, right. I remember. Rufus Cat. I remember him. Wow, that must be going back to about this year, as a matter of fact, when I wrote these 2015, 16, and that. Hey. Aye, because 2015 is when I wrote this book. For years, I just used to write in any bits of paper and all that, eh? And then I thought, oh, I'll just grab one of these because I think it was, 99 pence or something mad like that. And that's a hardback thing, eh? So I thought, I'll write it in there. But I've written about the Rosicrucian, science and everything. I've written about Tesla and everything in this one. And Lamech, Jim and Jubal, Tubal-Cain, and Nama. And geometric for Jabal, music for Jubal, and Tubal-Cain, iron and steel, and Nama as Weaving. In the Hebrew Greek alphabets use their letters as numbers. A equates to 1, B equates to 2. Or more specifically, in Greek, alpha equates to 1 equals A, beta equals 2 equals B. And likewise in Hebrew, the name of Aleph equates to 1. And I've even written the wee Hebrew words, letters. Revelation 13:18. And Abba, Greek father. Jesus, English. 8 new beginning, 8 souls of the ark, and 8 octaves. So this is a way back then, wow. But I've got books even older than this one, like. This is just some stuff that I end up writing, and I'll maybe write another book later and try and make it look even, I reckon, professional. Not professional, because it's just me I write for, really. Right, let me see, because, yeah, that one's 2015. Oh, I wrote about the symbol Atlantis way back then as well. And Newton. Right, where is this? What do you call it? I've got loads written in here about it. Krishna is Maya to Krishna, nothing to there, but he is everything. CERN is short for Cernabush, Jewish 538, English 738, simple 123, the Gematria. But right, I get this, because I done, right, hold on, because I used to, get 12 and 21, right, so 12 is the 37th, 12 is the 37th prime number, and 21 is the 21st, right? Or did I say that wrong? This is the total letters in Genesis 1:1, right? It's 12 times 12 equates to 144. 21 times 21 is 441. 12 times 21 is 252, right? So you add them all together, and that equates to 837. And this is the letters for oath, which means sign and is related to oath. And I, even I, am the Lord, and beside me is no Saviour. And that's Isaiah 43:11. It's crazy what I've learned over the years with numbers, eh? So this one as well. So here we go. Tonic Solfa was introduced by a monk named Gidio de Arezzo around 1000 AD, and he uses the sounds right at re, mi, fa, sol, la, si to represent the pitches in an octave. Ut was later changed in Italy to do for Dominus so that God could be the beginning of the musical scale, so we're told. C was changed in the early 1800s to T so that each note would begin with a unique letter. Ultimately, do was added to the end so that it completed God being the beginning and the end. Do, re, mi, was it do, re, mi, fa, so, la, tel, do, so we are told. And then I've got the 1812 mud floods, the Sacramento Valley as well. No, I can't remember what I wrote about that. The ground stays saturated, providing a habitat. I must have, because I like art, no art, sorry. I love art as well. But nature and that, I love nature. Just watching the wee flowers and that, but blossom them. So as well, all odd numbers have one in them. Interesting facts. Psychology is the brain to comprehend itself. Seemingly, the average 4-year-old child asks over 400 questions a day, and humans shed 40 pounds of skin in their lifetime, completely replacing their outer skin every month. I wonder if that makes us snakes then. Killed each year from using equipment. What's that? Sorry. More than 2,500 left-handed people are killed each year from using equipment meant for right-handed people. And starfish can regrow their arms. Wow. Fact, a single arm can regenerate a whole body. And Janis Joplin left £2,500 in her will for her friends to have a ball after she'd gone. That was nice, eh? Aye, so anyway, done Jim Jones and that as well. Written about them as well. Nuclear war, Freemasonry, Truman. Truman entered Freemasonry on the 2nd of the 9th, 1909, and received his 33rd degree on the 10th of 19th, 1945. Total these two, right? 29 plus 1909 plus 1019 plus 1945 equates to 4902 plus 2094, and that equates to 6996. And this is Matthew's channel. Sorry, I can't even remember this thing right now, right? But he used to always manage to get the numbers down to 969 and 6996, which always seems to be at the top. Saturn has a speed of 9.69 kilometers per second, and 969 equates to 969 plus 9 times 6 times 9 equates to 1455, and then you add 5541. So that's just turning that 1455 and just turning that round, and then that equates to 6996. So this is how these numbers connect. You also have the number 69. 33 Masonic degrees of madness, 69 ways. And the occult sacrifices to Saturn. This number 69 is usually at the top of the Masonic arch. And it's a mirror of 69 as well. Side by side, they form 6996. Remember, was it Methuselah? I can't even say the word. Oldest in the Bible at 969-year-old. And then you go three, like, so another point that should be made is that there are 30 degrees of masonry, right? And all that, the math we see is 3 plus 6. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 3 plus times 3 equals 9. Is the number 69 again. It's amazing how flipping the numbers, they just didn't lie at all. I mean, I done, what do you call that thing? Right, the People's Temple, but I've no added these ones up. Whereas was the ones that I've added up. There's always I've written about grief and all that as well. I can't even see people's comments, sorry. But thank you very much for popping in. I found some stuff out about 1 plus 9 reverse equal 10, right? And that it has you 1 again. And then 12 plus 9 equals 21. You add that equals 3. Then you obviously keep on going doing it. And then adding it, so 10, 21, 32, 43, 54, 76, 87, 96. And then you start over again. I've got this written down properly somewhere to understand it. Alright, and this is where I start adding it all. Right? The Columbus, and it's English ordinal 80, full reduction 26, right? When if there's any dates in it or any numbers that are specific to me in my life, I will definitely add that one up. And what I found, right, a connection, right, see, abduction, right, English ordinal 89, full reduction is 35, reverse ordinal is 154, reverse full reduction is 55, right, and I add that and that equates to 333, right, so I done it with, I done it, Pope Francis, Bomb, Glock, Dave, 8 months, 432 hours, 216 plus 216 is a 432, right? And World War II started on the 9th of the 1, 1939, to World War II ending on 9/2/45, which was 2193 days. Pope Francis, 12/17/1936 to 9/19/19, which is 990 months and 9 days. Pope's papacy began 3/13/2013, we dropped a 2 and a 1, to 9/19/19, equates to 6 years, 6 months and 6 days. And then, like, let me see, that's Corpus Juris and the Magna Carta, the real face of the European Union. Right. I need to find the earlier books that I've wrote, how I linked it up as well, because it always tells a story as well. Because the ones that I used to get, right, just say the numbers I got, they'd be highlighted in red in the Gematria calculator, eh? Right, this is just crazy. So that's the ones I would write down. So I've written books say stuff like that, and it's crazy because one of them even refers to things that's just happening now. It's crazy. But obviously, it's going to be like a big circle. As well, so I need to dig it as well because I've got 13, 13 obviously. 13 times 13 is 169. 1 times 3 times 1 times 3 equates to 9. And then 1313, and then you add 3131, and that equates to 4444. And then you do the same with 1515 and 1655, 1919, 21 times 12, 18 times 18. That's how I just done it. It's just learning backwards. Yeah, it's quite funny because it took me years to. I've always learned backwards. Mental. There's a book that I've written all about strangers. What's it called? Stranger Things. Right, here we go. And I've added them up as well. So, what's it? Luke 21:11, right? There will be earthquakes and famine. An accident waiting, what's this? Accident waiting to happen. This is about China Lake and a super collider, an epicenter underground, and it is known for building laser weapons and geo-bunker busting bombs in Death Valley. And this is spiritual Stranger Things, right? That I've ended up like just picking words out here and there, like spiritual, ether, Death Valley, and China. China Lake's really interesting, right? Because that's English ordinal, and that's right away 64. So I'm attracted to that number right away. Full reduction, right? That's 37, so that's the 12th prime number to me. Reverse ordinal is 179. That's fine, right? And then reverse full reduction is 53. And then you add it up, and that comes to 333. And what one of the best ones I like, right, is where is it? Right, here we go. It's upside down, right? English ordinal 130, reverse ordinal 49, reverse ordinal. Oh no, have I done that wrong? Did I tell me I've done that wrong? Because these are all 369s. There's all a pattern to these words. Like upside down, veil of shadows, the veil of shadows, shadow walk, the Duffer Brothers, parallel universes. Then you get things like gate and that comes to 144. Magnetic field, because there's loads in that Stranger Things. I don't know if anybody's ever watched it, right? But this is how I done. The English ordinal, EO stands for English ordinal, right? The full FR stands for full reduction. RO stands for reverse ordinal. And RFR is reverse full reduction. So I've done laser weapons, geoengineering, super collider, underground, and Stranger Things. And that was on 2019 in July 7th. And I had a year of little faith as well. Stranger, actually. When you add all the four ciphers up, that comes to 306. So to me, that would just be dropping the zero. Then the China Lake, that equates to 333 as well. Where is the other one? Parallel universes, that to 639. Shadow walk is 36. Upside down. There's hundreds. Oh, Department of Energy. That's hang me one. Right, English ordinal 211. Full reduction is 94. Reverse ordinal is 275, and the reverse full reduction 86. And then when you add that up together, it comes to 666. So I didn't trust them at all. Then you've got department, that just comes to 369 as well. So there's a pattern to this as well. There's also a pattern to the number 216. Like, oh my God. All of them, they all seem to come to 216. Treat, Freak, Sarah, they're all 189s. Then you've got Gate, how would you believe that's a 144? Like, right away, Gate, right? English Ordinals 33. I'm like, oh. And then full reduction 15, reverse ordinal 75, reverse full reduction 21. Right, so that equates to 144. Then the names of them, right? The Department of Energy, I've told you, 666, right? Department is 369. Upside down 369. Duffer Brothers 639. Parallel Universe is 639. Because I'm trying to keep the ones together that are the same, like Immigrant, California, China. So these Immigrant in California, they are 387s, right? But the number there is English Ordinal 123. So any like numbers like that just drags my attention in. I've done one on what do you call it? Mount Kalash and to Stonehenge. Oh, that was amazing what I found out there. I couldn't believe it. I need to find it because I can't remember it off the top of my nut. Because the brain just isn't working anymore. Like my brain's I think away on holiday and left me. Right, I don't know how to find it. Let me see if I even remember what I'm looking for. Right, 23 minutes it took to discover the Notre Dame Cathedral, right? Jacques de la Malloy, sorry, right? He was 1243 to 314, right? Also spelled Malloy, was the 23rd and the last supposedly Grand Master of the Knights Templars, leading the order from the 20th of April 1298 until it was dissolved by order of Pope Clement V in 1312. Though little is known of his actual life, but seemingly he was burnt at the Notre Dame. April 15th, right, 2019 at 5:59, right? So you put in 415 219 559, and that equates to 1193, which is a construction date for Notre Dame, would you believe? And the Earth Day is the 22nd. Looks interesting. 911 backwards. And you 42222 10 reduced to 0, and that leaves you 1. 1212 or 33 lunar also answer to Abraham. 42 lunar if a sun, sum. 3 plus 18 plus 2 plus 19 is 619. So Julian, flip the 9 for the true number. It's the beast. April 16th. The Lyra shower. Leonardo da Vinci was born April, and he died April 5th. So 15 or 19, 15, 19, 500 years anniversary on the 19th, 2019, 47 years after Lincoln was assassinated. Don't know what I've wrote there. Like, no, I was right. I was looking about Mount Kalash and that, I was writing about that. Because the numbers are amazing. I'm talking to myself. Because I'm not going to stay on long, like, I'm just sharing some of this. Because I need to get a thing we do it properly. Because I've not got the brain to do that. Do you care, I even hate reading it back. I really do. I didn't mind writing it. But I hate having to read it back. Let's not go there yet. Alright, because music as well, musical pillars of Hampi. Order of Chaos, right, is English ordinal 183, full reduction 75, and reverse ordinal is 222. And reverse full reduction 78. Jewish 777, English ordinal 183, English Sumerian 1098. No time to lose meaning of life, English ordinal 278, Jewish 777. Reverse full reduction 127. Reverse ordinal 127. And anandamide. Because some of them I would just look and just pick certain words there, like the musical pillars of Hampi. They were English ordinal 233. And that just reminds me of Skull and Bones. And then 35, 8, and that's like the infinity for me. 19, that's the year my son, the day my son's born. So any numbers like 222 and things like that drags my attention in. But all these ones I've not added up at the end here, except for a couple like Maggie and Energy. They all add up to 225. But there is loads that I have added up. But I've got loads of other stuff written in here as well. Like, because 100 and, like, when I added these up as well, right, 153, right, that's the 17th triangular number. And then I've got disease, and that would be the 21st. 2, 3, 1, right, that would add up to. So that's like 2, 3, 1 backwards to me. And then 1, 4, 4. Right, love and hate, that's 1, 4, 4 when you add them all up together. Like, love is English ordinal 54. Full reduction is 18. Reverse ordinal 54. And reverse full reduction is 18, right? And you add them all together and it's 144. Same with hate. English ordinal 34. Full reduction 16. Reverse ordinal 74. Reverse full reduction is 20. And that equates to 144 as well. And then elevation, right? That's English ordinal 103. Full reduction 40, reverse ordinal is 140, and reverse full reduction is 50, and that equates to 333. But obviously, I have to tell you how I get to all these things, right? Because obviously, I sit and I just pick certain words and certain things that come out to me. For example, right? And I can't remember if I've worked that backwards, but I've done it. Because when I get the 153 and things like that, 169, that's like 13 times 13. Or the 234, then I've divided that by 378. Because that's what I'm saying. I do everything backwards. And then the 234 I've divided by 9, and that equates to 26 to me, right? And that's a good day. Not a good day, sorry, that's a bad number. That's a sad day for me, the 26. And then I would go into Prince and Robots Rise. Then the 43 equates to the 14th prime, right? And then obviously I've written other stuff. Stuff that's just, like, for example as well, chromosome, right? English ordinal is 124. Full reduction 52. Reverse ordinal is 146, right? Reverse full reduction is 47. You add them up together, they come to 369. And then as well, anyhow with 243 and 234, like that, and 414, right? And just things like that has just caught my attention, eh? And 153, and then I went on to find it. 153's, where is that? I've written it. I should have had that ready, sorry. Yeah, that's quite a big number as well. So 1414, which is 14 times 14 is 196, and then I do 1414, and then I put the 4141, and I'll add that. You get the 555, and then I divided that by 6, and I get a 617. And I haven't got a clue what I've done with that next. But I've sat and worked all that out. But I have done all this where it's went into something else, where I obviously years ago, I've not got the other books here right now, but I used to get them and just go into Gematria and just put the number in. And I'd come out with certain things, and honestly, it's crazy looking at it nowadays, but I can't find that actual book. And I think that's 2017, let me see, because I write about 3 a year. 21, that one, because that's all about toilet roll. Psalm 23. The Book of Psalms, generally known in English by its first verse as the King James Version, The Lord is my shepherd. The Book of Psalms of the third section in the Hebrew Bible and the Book of the Christian Old Testament in the Greek. Septuagint version of the Bible and in Latin translation in the Vulgate 3. Thy Psalm is Psalm 22 in a slightly different number system in Latin. It is known by the inapt Dominus regret me, Psalm 23. And Biggie Smalls sings it in an album, Ready to Die. Is where I learnt that information for. And what is cosmometry, the study of the patterns, structures, and I can't even read my writing because my eyesight's getting that blinking bad, snippy. I've got posterior blepharitis, right, and it dries my eyes out. So see when I go to sleep at night, it's like you're lying sleeping with your eyes wide open all night. And then obviously you must shut them if just shut them obviously during the night, and then when you wake up in the morning, right, it literally just rips, because it's the first thing you do is open your eyes. And you rip your blinking the skin off my eye inside, it's agony. So what is the HP axis? The pituitary-adrenal axis, the threat response, controls reactions to stress and regulate the immune system, including digestion, mood and emotions, sexuality and energy, storage and expenditure. The ultimate result of the HPA axis activation is to decrease levels of cortisol and glutamate during times of stress. Stress, like, is the biggest killer. That's the one with Dolores Cannon, is that? That's another book. Right, this is in 2021. I've written this one. In 1940, right, the hertz was changed to 440 hertz worldwide. 440 is not good. Let's say 4404 for a starter, and page not found. Reggae music was a peace harmony, and I think that's probably why I like reggae better and ska type of music and all that, because that seems to be on the 432 hertz as well. So peace harmony as well, and other tribes like the Tibetan monks and cinematics as well go way back, but this knowledge has been hidden from us in the West. Some of us have had a lifetime of being the weirdo in me writing and the outfit, or not fitting in, or views too well to even comprehend, right? Like, my imagination can go crazy sometimes, like, one minute it's like I'm doing here all quiet, and then next minute I'm bouncing. And see when they try to give me the blinking steroids, whoa, they just knock me clean out. I can't tell them. Right, so the knowledge, right, that have hidden fears in the past from us in the West, some of us have had a lifetime of being the weirdos, I say, and the misfit, the person no fitting in, or in views, or they're too well to even comprehend what I was saying. The misfits of the future, they have signed a contract, their purpose to educate us no matter how much negativity they get, because they would have got anyway. The people curing cancer, they would have rubbished the life machine, which they did, frequencies, Vitamins, natural remedies, like the native people have used for centuries. The animals know the frequency, and like-minded people. And it's a shame it takes a lifetime to realise all that is hidden is within. And I would have had lots more children. I think that's what else I've written as well. If I'd have kept for what I know now, I would have had a load more children. I really would have. For to watch them fly and spread their wings. Definitely. Because me and my husband, we had 30 years. That was brilliant. So I bet it was cut short. But we're going to see, we've got a granddaughter and everything. Like, we've got so much, I've got so much to be thankful in the 20 years. This is when I've got Tiamat. The first time was, I've written the 15th, 11th, 31. Tiamat, that's a planet. And see what I mean about how I jump all over the place no matter what I'm talking about. I've got stuff in the Bible in here as well. Like Exodus 34:14, right? For thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord whose name is jealous. Is a jealous God. I used to raise pigeon as well, pigeons, me and my husband. We'd raise pigeons, and like at one point we had over 100 babies, so golly knows how many pigeons we actually had. But one of them, right, we used to call it a Haribo, and this was a horseman. And it was one of the first pigeons that my husband and my oldest son ever got from the auction, caught Rhea, right? And this was a man for Sam Brown's, Rhea was a pigeon that came in beside Haribo, we called him, right? And he used to have this, like, when they're flying, it's like a golf ball in their mouth, eh? But the horseman, that's a brilliant bird as well, pigeon. But the tumblers, they're amazing as well. And you get the racing ones, eh? And you get fancy, you get all types of different fancy pigeons, like. So anyway, we took that bird back to the man, Sam Brown, right? And he happened to be one of the top men in Scotland for for the pigeon flying and all that. He was one of the top men in Scotland. And he gave us a bunch of birds. He stocked some of his stock birds in that end. It flew across the channels and all the rest of it. It was amazing. It's time. It's brilliant. Why, the Omicron equate to Omi. The definition of Omi equates to old moranic myocardial infarction, which is heart disease. Definition for Crohn. Crohn is a command for you have no soul. You are a soul. You have a body. Quote C.S. Lewis. The soul, the bridge, the mysterious elixir of transformation. Manly P. Hall, sorry. Cronus command to an operating system or server for a job that is to be executed at a specific time. Omicron. That's your Omicron for you. Can your Omicron variant? Omi, the definition of Omi, old myocardial infection, which is heart disease. Definition for Crohn, Kron or Cron, is a command for Crohn, is a command to be an operating system server for a job that is to be executed at the specific time. Omicron. The welfare of humanity is always the alibi of tyrants. Albert Camus. Oh, this is another story about Tommy Cooper. The year Tommy Cooper died. He's on stage. He was born on 19th of March 1921, 15th of April 1984. The man passed, right? And me and my husband, we were sitting watching the telly at the time. And he actually died when he died. like, obviously we were all laughing, so was the audience and everybody watching on telly. And anybody that lives in Britain would probably, like, are older like me now, they would can't remember it. They probably watched it as well. And then that date as well, 15th April 1984, 2009. Wow, that's crazy. Never mind with that. Yeah. It's mad how time's just fasten up. You never think that the dates are going to, but nothing's by accident, none at all. So this is just some private stuff as well, eh? Times are changing fast, too fast. I'm feeling a bit giddy this past while. Everything is going so fast, yet going nowhere. When you try to speak, the words don't come out. It fast as Christmas is fast approaching. Nothing seems to be working right now. It feels like we are falling down the sewer, spinning round and round. I haven't even got the tree up. I can't even help myself. Here, what an idiot. How and where did it start to go wrong? Being honest, I don't know. My brain is foggy, my knees hurt. This whole body has soul together in harmony. These times seem heavier than the times before. Life it feels passes on by. The little captain in your ship, steer it well, keep all your mates in ship shape. In your golden years it's hard work if you never gave it a thought when you were younger. Busy life was years ago, quiet life comes with years. Mental. Well, I believe a rude awakening has been on the cards. Change is never light. How to embrace this one. Right. How do we maybe amethytic signs, but there you go. 3 times 144 as well is 432. Right? 2 times 117 is 234. 2 times 234 is 468. 6 times 432 equates to 2592. Divide that by 3, equates to 864. And 3 times 432 is 1296. The Battle of Bannockburn with Robert the Bruce. And then you take the 2592, you divide that by 3, equates to 864, right? 2 times 432 equates to 864. 864 plus 8 plus 468 equates to 1332. Divide by 6 equates to 222. Right, so 3 times 37 is 111. 6 times 37 is 222. 9 times 37, 333, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Right, 30 times 37, 1110. Right, all these numbers are really, like, obviously they're big numbers there when we get 1111, 1111, 222, 333. So this is how I came across all my numbers there. Like, I've got all the way through the years. This book's for December, 20th of December 2021. And I did my numbers up. Like, I was born the 1st of May, 1967, right? That equates to 29, equates to 11. And is there anything about a person's date of birth compared to date of death? Work out Gematria. We've done a Gematria, death, birthdays, family, systematic inflammatory response syndrome, is the presence of 2 of the following symptoms: a temperature of 100 or below 96, heartbeat above 90. So this is back in 21 I'm writing this down. And that's on SARS, severe respiratory response. It's a viral respiratory disease first recognised 2003 outbreak in China. And then I end up, obviously, I'd been diagnosed with haemophilus influenza, right? And obviously, I'm asking questions as well as have the same as hepatitis B, because that's what they called it, right? But it took them months to even find us. It's wild. I'm sorry if anybody's been chatting. I really am sorry. All I can get now is just wee bits. Oh, I hope you put your legs up, Alison. Put your legs up above your heart. I'm so sorry I didn't get to see that. Chris Grimshaw Rose. You know the woman who's really good at the... Alison! I remember. Did you know Do the Healing? Or Riki? Riki. See, I tell you, I'd remember. You'll come back in, right, and hopefully you remember, Alison. Blessings and love to you, and thank you for popping in. I'm really sorry if I missed you. But make sure your feet are up above your heart and lie right down, relax. The lower your head, the better, as a matter of fact. The higher your legs, the better. Get one of the pillows, or it's like a scaffolding, you can put over, well, you put your legs over it when you're sleeping, and it helps, obviously, the blood to travel down. And you obviously keep it. You've got to keep up higher on your legs, because I get swollen ankles all the time, even though it doesn't look as like nothing swells about me. Believe me, it does. Oh, this is another one. This must be the one. The Gospel of Mark 6:3 and the Gospel of Matthew 13:55 to 56 state that James, Joseph, Jude, and Simon were the brothers of Jesus, the son of Mary. The same verses mention unnamed sisters of Jesus. Right, so it took 23 minutes for the fire brigade to get to the cathedral in Notre Dame. And they saved the crown of thorns, the seed of life, right? And they've written Pink Floyd, The Wall. And the 12 apostles as well, because if you remember, they took the 12 apostles down the week before for Notre Dame. Oh, I need to get a drink or something. I've got to tell you, I need to get a wee drink. 2 seconds. Oh, stiff. Shut up, no. Right, so there's loads of other books that I want to share with people, right? But what I'm going to do now is read a card. Pick a card. Because I've written millions of stuff. Right, so let's see what card we've got to get. What time is it anyway? Let's see. 23:42. 2 times 3 times 4 times 2. Can't help myself. I'm not very good at shuffling out bucking deck either. Crap at that. But I'll be putting them in the window anyway for the full moon. I'm so sorry I can't see your chats, by the way. And Alison, I'm really delighted that I've seen all messages are visible. I'm really sorry. But I do remember you now, Alison. Right, let's see. Pick one. Whoa, the Earth Star Chakra Initiation. Look at that. That's a topper. Earth Star Chakra Initiation. These are brilliant cards, like. Real happy days I got these. Beyond Lemuria, right? So I'm going to go to number 1, the Earth Star. How good's that, Number 1. And it. Just need to wait. Sorry, I need to answer. I need to tell you this, right? So, oneness, collective consciousness, and anchoring transmissions from the higher realms. Sacred earth knowledge, integration of the divine, working with grid lines. Right, I need to go. Sorry.